On numbers 28 through 30, we're going to use the figure given to do some naming, so using correct notation. On number 28, it tells us to name an angle that is not an angle of triangle ABC. So this is triangle ABC. There are 3 angles in that triangle. So we have to name an angle in this figure that's not one of these 3. Well, I only see one other angle here, and that would be this one I'm going to label as number 4. Now, I'm not going to name it angle 4 because that 4 wasn't part of the problem. I'm the one that put it in here. And so when we look at naming an angle, remember we can use 3 letters to name the angle, but the vertex has to be the middle one. We can name an angle with the vertex only if it's the only one that has that as a vertex. So we would not be able to name this angle angle A because I have another angle A over here. And so I wouldn't know which one I'm referring to. So I'm going to have to name this angle with 3 letters. And you have 2 choices. You could either name it angle DAB, yes, angle DAB, or we can go the other way, angle BAD, which now makes it a bad angle, angle bad. So either one of those is correct. They both have A as the middle letter, which is the vertex. You don't have to give both answers if this was on a test. Only one or the other is fine. Number 29 asks us to name every segment shown in the diagram. So remember, when we're naming segments, we're going to use a segment bar, and then we name a segment with its endpoints. You only use 2 letters. So here's a segment right here. Starts at D, ends at A. I wouldn't name segment AD as another segment because those are exactly the same segment. So I'm only going to, but I could name it either way, but I'm not going to put both. So here's this segment. Here's another segment going from A to C that I would either name segment AC or segment CA, but I'm not going to give both because those are the same segment. But a third possibility down here is starting at D and ending at C. That is a totally different segment than DA and AC. So this one starts at D and ends at C. And I can name that segment CD, but that would be the same thing. So far I have 3 segments. But I also have the sides of the triangle up here. We have segment CB that we could also name segment BC. And we have segment AB, which we could also call segment BA. So that is all the segments that I see in this figure. We have a total of 5 of them. And remember, we wouldn't repeat them by naming them the other way. Number 30 says name the plane that contains the diagram using only the labels shown. We don't have a symbol for a plane, so when we name a plane, we use the word plane. And then we name a plane with any 3 points in that plane in any order. So any combination of 3 points on here would be fine. So if you wanted it to be plain dab, then name it plain dab. You could name it plain bad. You could name it plain cab. There's so many different things that you can name this. Any 3 letters that you see in this figure, you can name the plane containing them using any 3 letters. There you go.